What's up, shifters? Happy Sunday. All right, I am here currently alone, but I am jumping on actually to share with Julie, who is one of our current shifters. She is amazing. She's actually a physician, so super, super cool to work in this program with a doctor. And here she comes. Hold on one sec. Maybe. This going live together thing. Oh, here she comes. Yay, it worked. So as Julie joins us, she's going to share her experience with Shift. She's going to give us some of the amazing knowledge that she has as a physician and kind of what she sees and how this has been different for her compared to other things that she's done in the past. So hi, Luis, how are you? We still need to connect, my friend. So it says she's adding, it's coming, it's thinking. How's everybody's Sunday? We have spent the day, my oldest plays, well, both my girls play soccer, but she plays indoor, so we were at a couple games today. Hello, Julie.
Hey, sorry about that.
You're good. It always takes a minute. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. All right, guys. So this is Julie. Julie, we'll dive right in. Thank you for joining us. So a couple questions. So first question, we just started week 7 of the shift. Hi, Lenore. Thinking back to when this first got started, what made you join the 8-week shift?
Well, I feel like most people, I've been on a diet for probably 30 years now. Honestly, I've been off and on every single diet you can think of since age 13. And my friend Phyllis had heard about you guys. I'm really not sure. And she's like, listen, this is not going to be a diet. It's going to be something completely different from what you've done before. So I was a little skeptical at first, but I'm telling you, I'm 100% in right now.
That's awesome. So what do you think is the biggest, because obviously it was like, it's going to be different. And I kind of think people hear that and go, oh, right, sure, it's going to be different, whatever. So what do you feel like made you believe it was going to be different? And what do you feel like the biggest differences you've seen in this compared to what you've tried in the past?
So I feel like the biggest difference for me is that you've encouraged us to completely get rid of the scale. And that for me, that's OCD. Like I would be on a diet for a couple of weeks and then get on the scale and notice, okay, the scale hasn't moved at all. Well, this isn't working. So, okay, never mind, I'm done. Yep. So it's been tough for me, but I've almost completely gotten rid of the scale. I've confessed to you a couple of times. I've jumped on just to see what was happening. But instead of focusing just on weight, I'm focusing on only whole foods, lots of exercise. I'm getting way more sleep. I'm trying to journal. I'm spending more time doing meditation and things. Like it involves everything. I'm drinking way more water than I ever have. And I've not felt like any of it was a chore.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, and I think that's a really big part, you guys, is that we say this all the time, but like it gets to be easy. And I think that's the thing, is like when we're in diet culture, it's hard and it's a struggle and it's like, I don't want to do this. So then we quit, right? And so the fact that it feels easy, and I know like your performance has gone up, and like you said, you're sleeping better and you're drinking more water and drinking less wine, and all of that stuff is amazing. So when you joined, full transparency, Julie and I are doing one-to-ones. So when you guys look at the shift program, there's the option of just doing the group program, which you still get a ton of coaching, or you can do the one-to-one. So Julie, will you share when you looked at joining the program and looking at it, the investment, like what made you decide to do the one-to-one?
So I felt like the one-on-one would help me to be more absolutely all in engaged. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're spending money for something, you're going to do your best at it. But the other thing is, I knew that if I did the one-on-one, if I was having those feelings of doubt, which I think we all do when we try something new, then you would be there to talk me off the ledge, which you have. But I feel like it's really made a big difference. We've gone through and tweaked things together. You've gone through and pointed out to me when I felt like I'm not doing as well as I can, that, you know what, I'm doing great at this. I just feel like the one-on-one has really made it worthwhile for me and has really kept me kind of on program. I mean, honestly, my husband and I were sitting here, we had dinner tonight. I mean, things we never would have eaten before, amazing food. And he's like, you know what? This is awesome. We can do this forever.
Yeah, I love it. So if you don't mind sharing, I know you're doing this and your husband is sort of like come along for the ride. Right. Do you feel like this has affected more than just your life? And is it also helping him and some other people that are with you in your life?
Yes, I definitely feel like it's helping him. Obviously, I always tell that one of my favorite lines from My Big Fat Greek Wedding is the man is the head, but the woman is the neck. So I feel like, you know, he's the head of the household, but when I'm cooking what I'm cooking, he's naturally going to follow along. Yep. So I wish he would buy in completely. He's not there yet, but he'll get there. But just inadvertently following along with what I'm doing, he's already down at least 12 pounds. So that's the last time he checked before we really put our scale away.
I
So,
love
I
it.
mean, it is work. I mean, there's nothing that's going to go wrong when you're eating healthy, drinking more water, being more active, sleeping more. So that's what I think is best about this. It encompasses everything.
I love it. I love it. So if somebody's thinking, so often when people look at programs, I think one of the biggest objections is cost, right? Like,
Right.
and to me, it's usually that we don't trust ourselves and we failed in the past. So compared to the investment that you made versus the value you've gotten, do you feel like it was a pretty even trade, or you greatly exceeded, or like, what does that feel like to you?
So I feel like it's exceeded the value. Like I feel like it's hard for me with my schedule as a physician, and I have a couple other side things I do to keep up with everything that's going on. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so there's a group of girls that they'll be like, hey, someone, jump on Facebook, Brandon's on live, or jump there. There is so much material that no matter where you are, like if I'm having a slow time, I know I can jump on and do the videos. Like if there's, like I'm getting so much for my money. I feel like it's worth it. And the fact that I'm here 7 weeks later and I haven't after 2 weeks said, okay, screw this. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's making it that's the value.
Yeah, I love it. And then really for you guys watching, like that's our big thing, is that we don't want this to be like you do it for 8 weeks and then you're done and you off you go. And, so, we make it so it's something that you can do for life and that you learn a lot while you're going and you have all of the stuff, and you're gonna need to come back to it, but it's not like, well, I went hard for 2 weeks and now it's terrible and now I'm done. So,
right.
What do you feel like your biggest sort of like aha or ahas have been throughout the 7 weeks so far?
So I think seeing all the non-scale victories. I mean, again, I think that's why I repeatedly fail, because the scale doesn't tell the tale. And I think you and Brandon and Jen convincing us that the scale is not where it's at. I mean, I feel better. I'm lifting heavier weights. I'm drinking more water. Like it's amazing the difference. And so I feel like that's the biggest aha moment. Like, you know what? I should just put that thing away completely. I will jump on every couple of weeks just to make sure I'm making progress. And, my old self is like, wow, that's going down. So,
yeah,
but I'm just trying to get rid of it completely. But that's the biggest aha moment. Like the success of following, and I hate to even say diet, but the success of following any kind of plan is not tied to the scale. I pulled up a picture just a little bit ago. It was in a journal. Like the picture of me at the same weight was just unbelievable. And this is from 2 years ago. But I even see a difference between when we started 7 weeks ago and now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I think what's really cool is like, obviously I've seen you every week live 1-to-1, well, like live like this.
Right.
But I can see like you're more vibrant, right? And it has nothing to do with like the weight, right? But like you're like, you just look brighter and you look lighter and you look happier. And it's like, you can see like the health actually coming through that has nothing to do with the weight. So
exactly.
I love it.
And I'm 100% convinced of that now.
Yeah. Good. Okay. So is there anything else? So if someone's, obviously it's one thing to hear it from us, but like if somebody's contemplating this program or wondering if it's for them, like, do you have anything else that you would share that might really help them decide, yes, this is for me, or no, this is not for me?
So the one thing that helps me is like, I look at it from a person perspective, from someone who's always fought their weight perspective. But I mean, obviously I have the physician hat, and so looking at it from a physician perspective, like there's nothing about this that's unhealthy. When I think of all the gimmicky things I've done and all the processed things and chemicals and things I've put in my body in the name of health, the starving myself, all the things that I've done that, okay, this is crazy. But honestly, like eating whole foods, exercising regularly, drinking tons of water, greatly limiting alcohol, meditating, spending more time. I mean, for me, that's my Bible, it's my journal. I mean, doing all the things that are good for me. And that's what this program is. And, you encourage us not to have anything artificial. And I mean, just as a physician, there's nothing wrong with this. Do you know what I mean? It's completely healthy.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. So can you speak to, we've heard a couple people say like, oh, I don't know if I want to do the group thing. I don't know if that's for me. What do you feel like, the benefits have been of having coaches, but then also having the community? Has that made a pretty big impact for you?
The community has definitely kept me on track. Do you know what I mean? Because I mean, honestly, like I know you guys now, but in the beginning, I didn't know you. So I'm not going to disappoint you if I fall off the wagon. Do you know what I mean? Like I just, I'm in West Virginia, you're in Colorado. I could go away and, that be that.
We
but
chase you, but anyway.
What's that? You chase us, yes.
You, but that's another story.
But I feel like we kind of have our own little local community. And, when you think about it, no matter what you're trying to do, people kind of cycle. Do you know what I mean? So if I'm having an up day, someone else is having a down day. If I'm having a down day, there's our friend Phyllis that's like, okay, come on, girls, we got this. And we're constantly texting each other. Like, I found this recipe. I found this at the store. Like, it's just been a huge thing to have that community and have that support. And so I think carrying that forward is definitely going to be helpful. And then Jen, I don't know, Jen doesn't sleep. So Jen popping in, hey girls, I haven't heard from you for a couple of days. Does anyone have questions? What's going on? I mean, that's been invaluable. And again, the fact that you guys are on so much, like I've paid for things before where, okay, you put your money up front, it starts out strong, and then it fizzles down to nothing. Like, okay, what did I just spend my money on? But if anything, like the content and what I've learned and the one-on-one and the just the spontaneous checking on the group members has gone up over the 7 or 8 weeks compared to what I've done before.
Yeah, yeah. Jen is on here. She says she sleeps, but I don't know when.
I don't think you do, Jen. Jen is breaking that tenet of the program.
Exactly. I'm encouraging Jen to have a little more downtime, but and that's, you know, and I think that's the coolest part is, you know, Jen and I have had this conversation, like we might care too much. Yeah. I don't think that's possible to care too much, but like we truly love you guys and love seeing your success, and so it's hard to like take our hats off and not be coaches sometimes. And yeah, Jen is just incredible, and this group has been incredible. So thank you for taking the time to jump on. I appreciate you. If you guys watch this video and you have questions, let us know. I'm sure you know, Julie is a physician, so if you want to ask questions, I'm sure Julie would be, I didn't ask for this, but Julie, would you be okay with that?
Absolutely. Like I said, I'm 1,000% in. Like I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. You're stuck with me.
Perfect. So if you have questions and you want to ask them of her, because again, like we said, it's one thing hearing it from us, but it's the other side hearing it from people that are in this program. And so if you guys have questions, if you're thinking about it, my encouragement is always like, if you have that tug of your heart to do something and you're like, I don't know, my logical brain doesn't think this is a good idea, but like your body says, yes, you should do this. Reach out. We're happy to answer questions. Julie, thank you so much for taking time on your Sunday night. And
thank you for everything.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. And we'll see you inside the group. Everybody else, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.